On 5 and the third of the NatWest Series matches between England and South Africa here at the Oval. England 2-0 up in the series courtesy of that stunning performance the other night in Nottingham, and the fallout for the South Africans has been quite dramatic. Graeme Smith is injured, he won't play. In his place is Hashim Amla. Andre Nella's been dropped, back comes Morne Morkel. That's a boost for the South Africans. Jacques Kallis leads their side today at the Oval. He's won the toss, he's chosen to bowl first in muggy old conditions here, so that might be a useful thing for the South Africans. England are unchanged. Kevin Pietersen delighted to name the same 11 that performed so well in Nottingham. This, of course, is Pietersen's place. 158 to secure the Ashes and 100 the other day to beat the South Africans in his first test as captain. Everything at the moment going Pietersen's way.
Gorgeous shot from Ian Bell. Eased past Dale Steyn, looking for a bit of outswing. The first boundary from the 17th ball of the innings.
And this will give him a lot of confidence. Really is nice as an opening batsman to feel one off the middle of the bat off the fast bowler.
Pulled away, that's a good response from Bell. Well, maybe just expecting Steyn to drop short after that drive. Clever bit of batting. Oh yes, and Pryor follows suit. 3 fours in succession from these England batsmen, and maybe that was the best.
Pryor started in fine fashion. That's an absolute classic.
And that's it. What a fantastic delivery, but not out. Maybe it just brushed the batsman's hip.
Well spotted by the umpire. It's hit him on the thigh.
So an error from Makarantini there. Overstepping, now gives away the free hit. Hacks it over the top of first slip. That's probably not what Pryor was intending, but he'll take it. And it was another no ball. Dear, cardinal sin from Makarantini there, so another free hit follows suit. Well, that was quite a clever bit of bowling, but it's probably going to be wide. That's one way of stopping a batsman from profiting from a free hit. So another free hit for Matt Pryor. Can he do better with this one? Oh, he can! That is a handsome stroke. Slightly agricultural maybe in execution, but he's got the maximum. That's more runs. Fine edge from Bell, probably looking to clip that a bit squarer, but it's a handy boundary. 31 now for no wicket. England in only 4.2 overs, a run rate of over 7. Yes, typical Matt Pryor, just looking for the little bit of width outside off stump and bludgeoning it through the offside. What a great shot. That's beautifully played by Ian Bell. Just a little waltz across the wicket and nonchalantly picked it up over square leg. And he's done it again. That really is brilliant batting by Bell. Pretty good length ball actually, probably hitting the stumps. Just knocked casually away over mid-wicket, 2 bounces for 4. Oh, that's going to be 4 more. Everything's going for Bell at the moment. That wasn't off the middle, but it galloped to the boundary and it's brought up England's 50, 51 for no wicket.
Well, he's not playing today, but he won't like what he's seen, Graeme Smith. It really has been a poor start by the South African side. Mickey Arthur, the coach, I had a word with him earlier, and he really says they're in the rebuilding phase. They're not confident at all. The young bowlers haven't bowled with any sort of fire. They can't control the length. Even the senior players Mark Boucher and Jacques Cullis, they've got problems. They've got to marshal the troops. He needs some runs. Can he turn the fortunes of South Africa around?
Edged. Well, the slip fielder had moved a bit wider, and so Bell probably accidentally found the gap between the keeper and the slip. Dear oh dear, what does Callis do now? Oh well, that just rubs insult into injury.
That's a fantastic move on the ball. Not a bad ball at all from Morne Morkel, who's just been brought into the attack by Jacques Callis, prior in prime form. Really has been some tremendous stroke play. Not just from Ian Bell, from Matt Pryor too, but Bell's probably the man of the morning thus far.
Well, Bell's not looked the same batsman since he made 200 for Warwickshire. He's come back into international cricket and played splendidly.
There is brilliance, real brilliance from Ian Bell.
Sort of floats up there and Bell's crucified it.
For 4-2. 50 for Ian Bell. Breathtaking panache from a player with immense talent. Some feel he hasn't realised it. Perhaps he's about to. Lovely, lovely. Fantastic to watch this. England all over South Africa. Ian Bell, boundary upon boundary, a score of 56 that's had 11 fours and a 6 in it. 50 runs out of 56 in boundaries. More good placement. Really is a tremendous performance by this pair. That is a 100 partnership. First time for 3 years that an opening pair have put on 100 for England here. They've done so abroad on a couple of occasions, but the last time here was at Headingley. Marcus Roscothik and Andrew Strauss in 2005. They played with great flair, but moreover in this series with consistency, which is what the selectors are desperately searching for. And now, very good catch. Matt Pryor goes. Sharp work from Herschel Gibbs. Suddenly everybody was looking around to see who was going to take the catch. But sensibly, Albie Morkel digging the ball in short to Matt Pryor, where he seems less effective and getting result from it.
Well, it seemed to do him for pace, didn't it? I mean, he's only a medium fast bowler, but it did him for pace. He was a little bit late on it, and then a little bit of good athleticism there from Gibbs, who was a wonderful fielder. But it can't change the fact that England have had a fantastic opening partnership.
That's a pretty good over. Just the second maiden that's been bowled, and the Morkel brothers have done a pretty good job pulling this back after Steyn and Tini had absolutely been hammered out of the attack. Oh, what a way to get your first boundary. It's an absolute beauty from O.A. Shah. What a shot. Gee, one bounce. Take that. That is a superb pull shot off a bowler that's been bowling pretty well.
Oh, that's a good shot. Just short of the length and width. It's very good, is O.A. Shah. Put it away quite easily.
It's an important innings this for O.A. Shah, because Peterson's promoted him to bat at number 3, said publicly he thinks he's a class player that he wants more from.
to